me see what we got going on here. Um, go back here. Good morning. So I'm up early this morning making my lunch this morning. For lunch, I am bringing a salad. I know it's a pretty big salad, but this is the only thing I'm gonna eat throughout the day. So until I get home, I usually get home around, it'll be after 4 when I get home. So I'll have a small dinner probably around 7 o'clock, and that'll be it for me. So it'll be the salad. I'll drink water throughout the day and eat when I get home from work. Now, if I get hungry this morning, I will make a smoothie at work. So, yeah. So the older I get, especially now that I'm going through menopause, I realize that, yeah, it's true what people are saying, that you have to eat a certain way, right? You have to eat a certain way in order to sustain this body that God has given us, right? So I'm trying to eat more fruits and vegetables and exercise and just take better care of myself. It's so important to take, it's so important for me to just take better care of myself, right? Um, and nowadays people talk about self-care, 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 self-care. Well, one of the biggest things, one of the most important things about this whole self-care era is that not only do we, um, you know, buy new makeup or find a new face routine, body routine, try a new hairstyle, sit in silence and meditate. All of those things are good for self-care, but I feel like the most important thing is that we eat right. You have to eat right, and so, and I've been this is something that we all know for years. We all know for years that what you put in your body will eventually show, right? You will eventually feel, good morning, you will eventually feel the effects of the food that you put into your body, right? So if you eat a lot of course, fast foods, sweets, sugars, it's going to show on your body, right? It's going to show in your weight. It's going to show in high blood pressure. It's going to show in diabetes. It's going to show in high cholesterol. It's going to show in all those things. So it's just a lot of bad habits that the community needs to work harder in breaking, right? And breaking these bad habits. And so, yeah. And so what they always say, health is wealth, and it really is. Health is wealth. Yes, we can go out, we can get money, we can work ourselves to death, working jobs that we really don't like. But we have to start taking care of ourselves, and that would also have us thinking better, right? Um, a lot of times when we don't take care of ourselves, when we don't eat right, we work in jobs that we don't like. We do things that we don't like to do. We sit around, we watch TV all day and be depressed. But the more that you start to eat better, the more you start to feel better, the more your mind opens up and you can get things done. Okay. So That's the goal for me for 2024, is to just focus not on just self-care, but focus on taking care of me, of showing really myself what self-love looks like. And the first and the most important thing for me in loving myself is making sure that I fuel my body properly, right? So that's where I am right now. It's a process. It's a process. But I think I went on a rant the other day about, you know, um, my sugar addiction and all of that. And that plays a part in, trying to live a more healthier lifestyle. It can be hard because just like any type of other addiction, sometimes it's hard to break those addictions. But it's all about this right here, your mind, strong mind, willpower, right? Willpower. And I'm not getting any younger. Like, I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. Like, I'll be 60 in a few years. So it's time to really step up and, do what I need to do to take care of myself. Stop making excuses, right? I looked at, have y'all ever seen this show? It's called, what's is it? Shay. You remember Cat Williams was on that YouTube channel, and Usher was on there. He uploaded a video, and Usher was on there, and I was listening to the interview with Usher and Shannon. I forgot his name, but it's called Shay something. And so I was listening to Usher and his background and how he came up and how he became successful, right? And one of the things that stood out to me, one of the things that he said in the interview is that he talked about 10,000 hours. He said, yeah, that 10,000 hours is real. If you put in 10,000 hours and focus in on that one thing, you will be successful at the end of that 10,000 hours. And that really, I don't know, that really settled in my soul, right? And I was like, 10,000 hours? Like, that sounds like a lot. Like 10,000 hours. But not only that, he talked about community. How not, it was not just him, it was his mom, it was the people around him that encouraged him and that helped him grow. And I was thinking about that also, that, you know, in our community, we're lacking that, right? We're lacking that connection with one another, where people are kind of trying to do things on their own and they're not really creating a community, right? A safe space to talk about the real issues that's going on in life, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, and things. Sometimes you talk to family don't really understand, you know. So, and I thought about that and I was like, yeah, that is another one of my goals, is to create community amongst women, okay? Amongst women. It don't necessarily have to be women of color, but just women, you know, where we can come together and we can, feel free to discuss the issues that maybe we are dealing with. Mine's right now is eating right and getting my health together. So when he talked about the 10,000 hours, I was like, okay, 10,000 hours. So I went to my chat GPT, right? Went to chat GPT. And I said, so yesterday was January 31st. I said, so how many? I said, basically I want them to calculate the days and 10,000 hours, blah, blah, blah. So from yesterday, if I was to do 10,000 hours and stick with one thing that I really want, a goal that I really want to achieve, um, and I do the 10,000 hours, I put in just how long would it take? And it came back, it'd take a year. I think it said a year, 1 month, and 10 days or something minutes, right? And I was like, okay, so if I be consistent with my eating habits for 1 year, what did I say? 1 year, 30 days. I don't know. 1 year, 30, I'm just making it up because I forgot. 1 year, I have to go back and take a look. 1 year, 30 days, whatever, how many hours, right? If I be consistent for 1 year, and if you think about it, 1 year is not a lot of time. 1 year is not a lot of time at all, right? I'm in my 50s. I have been here for 50 something years. So taking 1 year, 10,000 hours, and just every day focus in on just eating right, right? Just eating right. Just eating more fruits, just eating more vegetables, just drinking more water, just connecting to people, building community, right? If I just take 10 a year to do these things, what is it going to look like at the end of that year, right? What is it going to look like at the end of that year? You too, have a great day. Bye bye. What is it going to look like at the end of the year? It's going to look different, I'm sure. It's going to look a lot different. So that's the path that I am on this morning. And yeah, so those are my thoughts for the morning. Yeah, those are my thoughts for the morning. So this morning I have to go to work. Okay. I have to go to work this morning. Today and tomorrow. I usually work Monday through Friday. And then I have the weekends off, which isn't bad. It isn't bad, I try to look at the positive side of things. I have a job that I really don't allow my job to be stressful. I don't allow my job to be stressful. And what makes your job stressful is that, for me, is that other people bring their stuff to you, right? That's what makes my job stressful. Is that other people, their personalities, their stress levels, the things they got going on, they bring those things to me. And I put up a barrier or a block and I'm like, no, I don't want your stuff. In my mind, I don't want your stuff. Okay, you're gonna have to handle your own stuff. Because people will do that. People will bring the work that they're supposed to do to you because they feel stressed. Or people will bring complaints or gossip or other things, to me. And I just like, nope, I don't want it. I don't want it. I block it. I block it. I keep it real short. I make sure I do my job, do it to the best of my ability, and I get out of there. Because if you think about it, when I go to work and I see my coworkers outside of work, I don't see them. Like, I don't see them in the store. I don't see them at the gas station. I don't see them anywhere. And even though a lot of those people, they are good people. They are good people. But I have to separate the two, right? I can't build like close relationships with the people that I work with. Like, I can't, because to me, it causes issues. Because if you have a close coworker, then she wants you, when she's off, she calls you and she wants you to go in her office and look for this, and can you sign on to her computer and check her emails, and can you, it adds layers, right? It adds layers to, okay, we're friends, but also I'm doing a lot of your work. You know what I'm saying? So I have to make sure that I have boundaries. I have to have boundaries at work. I have to have boundaries. So yeah, that's that. But I'm going to get off. I've been on, well, I'm going to try to make it a full 15 minutes. It's 14 minutes and 47 seconds. I try to stay on for at least 15 minutes. But to end this video, it is important to take care of yourself. The people are right. It don't matter what race, color, whatever you are, when you hear people say, "Oh, I've been on this health journey, I've eaten more fruits and vegetables and I feel better," it's true. It's true. Okay. So I'm going to try to do better, and I want to share my journey with you, and I want to show you the positive side and the negative side, because everything is not rainbows and unicorns, right? Some days it's hard. Some days it's hard. Okay. So I hope you all have a good day. Love y'all. Bye.